Welcome to the Buy Box Experts podcast. We bring to light the unique opportunities brands face in today's e-commerce world.
Hey, and welcome to the Buy Box Experts podcast. This is Eric Stopper. Today's episode is brought to you by Buy Box Experts. Buy Box Experts takes ambitious brands and makes them unbeatable. We've got a team of consultants, and we are slammed. It is a good time to be in Amazon, but please go to buyboxexperts.com. Click on the free analysis button. You'll be connected with me or a member of my team. And we would love to tell you where you're doing well and where you need some improvement. Go to buyboxexperts.com. Click on that free analysis button. I will be delighted to talk with you. Today, we are joined by Vitalii Khyzhniak of Profitwales, a PPC automation tool that is meant to provide better data insights and save you time while managing Amazon advertisements. Profitwales has a very simple core philosophy that Amazon is changing, and they're going to adapt. They don't want to wait for someone to create the software for them. They're going to build it themselves. So as Amazon changes their algorithms, they're going to optimize their software and promotion methods, while everyone else is just hoping that those changes are not going to affect them. We've got lots of things to talk about. I'm really excited to bring him on the show. Vitalii, welcome to the show.
Hello, Eric. Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
And so let's just start off with kind of the name of the company. I usually don't start with that, but Profitwales is an interesting name. I think that it brings some very vivid imagery to the forefront of your mind. And on the website, it says, "We want you to be a whale with our help while sharks will eat all the margins in the market." Tell me a little bit about that.
The main idea of our name became from the main ideas what the Amazon sellers want, and we understand that the most of the Amazon sellers, they are looking into the profit, and it's really cool when they try to think in a kind of the business, and Amazon business, and be focusing on the profits. And that's why we understand that, hey, how to combine, because a lot of for example, millionaires just every time or the people who just work with a business, they just speak in this language, just sharks around the ocean, and we will be a shark. And we understand, okay, but the biggest the fish that we could find out in the ocean or any seas, it will be a whale. And it's really cool because when you are big and you have a really good plan of actions and the ideas how to reach your goals, you could do it. And just to look at it, it's really cool. And also the main idea of our name, it's not to help the biggest brands and to all people around in the Amazon. It's also the kind of to support whales in the real world, because we will pay a 5% of the commission to save the our worldwide ocean and just to help whales around the world. So yeah.
So there is a philanthropic aspect to working with you guys. If I work with you, I will save whales.
We work we live in 21st century. It's really good when you have some corporate inspiration.
Yeah, a mission, a vision.
Yeah,
right.
A global mission. And the biggest companies, you could just to double check it right now, in these the house with this quarantine and COVID-19, it's really cool when the businesses help, to
right.
live world. And when said, okay, we would be glad to get our mission in this way, and you could see this mission in our name.
And I mean, since you guys base that contribution, that charitable contribution, off of commissions of sales, if you do better, right? If you spend more and you grow your brand, you'll be helping more whales just automatically.
Exactly.
So you have a moral responsibility to spend more and do better on Amazon because you will save more animals.
Exactly. We, with the help of the software and everything that we do in a kind of the marketing and the research, and when we start working with the clients, we understand that we help them to grow, in a case of the results, in case of the businesses, and they just try to feel this freedom, the happiness. Yes, it's the really cool things and feelings, and we just find out that whoa, that is really cool when people just get it and then they just inspired like with our global mission. And we understand that yes, when we will reach like these goals that we have like for right now, like 1 million in a year, for example, yeah, like in the case of like the revenue of our company, of course we would be glad to also share it and share it within a kind of like the helping whales or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Now, the mission of Profit Whales as a company, right? And I thought this was one of the compelling things. Our mission is to create advertising across all platforms in just one click. Just imagine you'll be able to set up and launch advertising for your business in a few seconds. Tell me all about that. What does I spend I spend lots of time clicking, way more than one click. So how are you tell me about the software, how does it work, who's it for?
So like we have started like 3 years ago, yeah, and we started kind of like the agency, and we start working like with the 7 and 8 figures on the Amazon in a case of like the understanding of the Amazon algorithms and how correctly to start working in this way, yeah, how just to reach like the better compositions or decrease the ad cost or something like that, just to reach client goals. And in this way, we understand that the PPC structure is like the fundamentals that you should have. And we spend a lot of time, like tons of time, for creating a good PPC structure for our clients, yeah. And after that, we start the optimization. And the optimizations also takes a lot of time. And when we just started working in this way, we understand that we're not like kind of the lazy people, but we would like to automate these processes because we understand like when you have a good PPC structure to automate and work in a kind of like the optimization, it will be much easier when you will do it like with the help of the software, for example. And then we understand that it will be really much easier and much faster for you just to not spend like a ton of time, yeah. But if all these campaigns that we just create, the PPC structure will be added to you like automatically to your account, and after that we will start the optimization for you. So our main idea for like the next 5 years to connect and start with the Amazon, when we will just upload our like next tool, the Zero to Hero, in 2 months, when you will have a chance to log in and get a good PPC structure into your account for each product that you will choose.
So you're talking about projects as channels, right? So if I want to advertise in Walmart and eBay and Amazon and Jane and
for example,
that's what you're saying is that you're trying to democratize. You're kind of like I hate to say this, but it's like channel advisor for or like big commerce for PPC.
Kind of it. Yeah, exactly.
Where you can just build the PPC structure. Well, my question there is how are you going to deal with all of the nuances of each of the platforms and the fact that they're always shifting slightly? Like Amazon has added probably 10 new tools this past year to their advertising platform. How do you stay on top of all those shifting changes and all of the shifting changes in all the other platforms?
Of course, the human resource. So for each of these like platforms and all these conditions that we have, like the all algorithms, for making us clear in this way helps our specialists. So we have a big team in the case of like the analytical marketing and developers who just go into each platform, get all the data that we need, and understand how we could build like such tools and upgrade them in a case of like today's and like tomorrow's changes that we will see on the world and how it should work like correctly. And that's why right now we have like focusing on the Amazon right now, yeah, because all our team, we have like the Amazon sellers in our team, it's like the co-founders, we have the marketing and analytical team and the developers, like 4 different teams in a kind of focusing on the Amazon for right now. And when we will understand that we could do it on the Amazon, but we will do it like in 2 months, you will see like the Zero to Hero, and we right now have the automational tool. Of course, we go like into other e-commerce platforms that we have.
And now help me understand the core differences between Profit Whales, the software, and well, actually, I want to take a step back. Do you guys also offer human consulting, or do people just buy the software and that's it?
Like the coolest thing that we have, in the case of like our Profitwales software for right now, we do the personal support too. So
Okay.
we provide our like users with a like 24-hour support like daily if they need it, and also we double check like all the results that they have and provide them with a 7 days and 30 days results with some recommendations. Yeah, because what our software do for right now, we do the optimization of your current campaigns. If you have like a bad campaigns or not enough campaigns, we will inform you. We will say, hey guys, please do the automate campaigns. It's
Mhm.
needed for you, yeah. Or please start the product targeting campaigns. You don't have them, and our software couldn't like help you and update it like fully, yeah. So we have like the team of the support managers who just go inside and work with our clients directly, providing them with all these recommendations.
And when you're working with these clients, do you typically like do you use the data from their Seller Central accounts to like help validate your tool? Is that how you're able to compound everything together and actually make changes? Or like where I see on your website you talk a lot about AI and big data.
Mhm.
Where does the big data come from for your
Of course, from the Amazon sellers accounts.
Okay, so just
So
straight from
yeah,
clients.
exactly. But we have like a different like algorithms for making this analysis,
Yeah.
just for understanding like the behavior for all of these numbers. And when the clients like go inside our Profitwales software, they just connect from the help of the API. It's
Okay.
like the 2 clicks, you will just go into and connect your Amazon seller account with our software. Yeah, and after that, we'll just grab all the data that we could find in the Amazon, and then our software just start do all optimization based on the strategy that you will choose, based on your net margin that you will set, and yeah.
So talk to to these beautiful listeners of mine. Hi there, how are you? Talk to all of them about who needs to come and talk with you, right? Like, am I selling $0 a month? Am I selling 2,000, 20,000, 200,000? Like, at what point should I really start saying Profitwales is what I need to consider right now?
So if you have any ideas to start the PPC campaigns, yeah, or you have already started your PPC campaigns, or you just work like with them like in 2 or 3 years with them, you could just contact us, because for each of you, we'll provide you like with a strategy to begin, like to make your product launch, and we'll provide you with recommendations should you do the PPC right now or not, just to wait and be focusing on another things. If you have any experience with the PPC, we will provide you with a audit, and we will tell you like the good or bad things in the case of your PPC campaigns that you have right now and how to change it. Yeah, and we will provide you like with a whole analysis in the case of if you're like the enterprise, for example, accounts, because we will find out like more data in the case of our big data that we have in our software. So we just compare all these big results that we have from our side with yours, and we will provide you with a like trends, ideas, and lines would be, for example, for the next year. It could be so.
Now, how often does somebody have to use the tool to grow?
Um, the our tool helps you not only like to so with our tool you'll just forget about the PPC. So we will do all these like we will work with your beats, we will add your new negative keywords, we will add you new keywords or new product targeting essence like from your competitors. We will do all this stuff, like everything that your PPC specialist will do, yeah, like but we will do it automatically with the help of our software. But in our software, we have like the dashboard, for example, that help you to grow your business in the Amazon, because we will provide you with a PPC data and the like organic data, yeah, that you couldn't find. Like you should just go into some reports inside the Amazon, but we will show you like here, and also we will provide you with a trend lines, how everything is changing, and you could make like these decisions, how to move forward. For example, you just got like 50 more reviews, and you could see that your CPC go down, so be focusing on that. where your conversion is go up. So okay, that's something that you do well. So in this way, we provide you with only the data to grow your business like in general, not only in the case of like the PPC. And also, if you would like to get more info about the PPC and how everything is work, like to maybe find out like more knowledge, about it, you could go into the changes reports and double check why we make these changes. And we will provide you with all explanations, like with icon. You could double check all calculations, all indicators, what our soul just grabbed and why we just made these decisions. And you will just get more understanding how we just move.
I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm wondering, is there a way for the people listening to run a search term or a business report in their account and then filter the data somehow to let them know that they have a problem? Like, is there a way for someone to self-diagnose and say, hey, I need to, or should they just come and talk with you and you'll do that for them?
Of course they could. It's really, I could just provide you with a simple way how to do it, and we don't need like to make any screen share or something like that. You could go into your search term report just to download it for the last 30 or 60 days and filter all your search terms in the case of the ACOS. And then you will find out, for example, the keywords with a high ACOS. Like, for example, your target ACOS is 35, and we could just go more, like 50 and higher, and you could find out how many, how much do you spend on these keywords, and these kind of keywords should be optimized. Or you could double check your organic conversion rate that you have for right now and double check how many keywords you get, like in the case of like the clicks, without any sales. And just also to double check how many just dollars do you spend on these keywords. And also all of these things should be optimized. And these all these like changes, our software could do it in a like kind of like 1 week or 1 day, when we will upload our data and we will have enough data to make any decisions.
So it depends on the different sizes of the account. But the other thing that I'm wondering too is, to just hand my PPC over to the machine and not think about it, it scares me definitely, but it also sounds pretty great. So I'm wondering, how much human interaction does the tool require at the beginning? How much setup? Is there a certain amount of advertising spend that would be optimal? Like, am I going to get a statistically significant amount of data off of $100 in ad spend, or is there minimums that I need to hit before the tool is going to give me real insights?
The coolest thing that we do, we work only with the data. So if we have enough data, in the case of like your clicks or impressions, we will make any changes. If we don't have it, we will wait. So our software check your Amazon seller account every hour. So we go double check. Do you have enough data to make any decisions? No, yes. If yes, we will do. If no, we will wait, and we will go and come back to you in 1 hour just to double check it. And also we get like 8 different metrics to make any decisions. So we do not compare only 1, or 2. We just take the 8 different metrics for making any decisions, like to increase, for example, a bid to your some keywords. We will take 8 different metrics. And also how much time do you need? You will spend on the beginning around 5 to up to 5 minutes, to set up maybe 10. But also the coolest thing that we have is the demo calls. You could contact our specialist and do all these steps with us. We'll provide you with all updates and decisions how to do it better, what strategy to choose, and go deeper into analysis and audit for you. And it will be much easier, And in the case of the human support, you work not only with a machine, not only with the software. We have a control on it. I mean that we, if we see that something is going wrong, we will update you with it. So we will tell you, hey, let's double check it, or please increase your budgets because it starts working better. We will have these updates also too, the budget and bid control. And you will have a chance when our tool will also do the budget and bids management. I mean that we will, for example, update your daily budgets. In the case of we see that you could get more sales with a good ACOS or something like that. So we work directly with you, and we provide you with these human supports too. So no worries about this.
Interesting. Now, I love robots. I love machines. I love software. And I see, right, that Profitwales on the website, we are heavily investing in artificial intelligence and big data. Talk to me about the AI.
Mhm.
Why is it smart? How is it smart? What aspects of AI is it leveraging? And what is the problem that you're trying to solve with AI?
Mhm. So the main idea, for right now, we work only with the algorithms. So we are focusing on the AI in a case of like these decisions, in a case of how to correctly move with a kind of like the keywords and how to grow your Amazon business like correctly, And it's a really cool idea for like big brands, in a kind of like if you have some seasons or something like that. So the main idea for right now that we will finish our work in a kind of like the algorithms, and then we will just upload it when we will start working with the data. I believe that we just get like the second, yeah, we have like the second update in the case of our big data. We will provide it to our like social media, I believe like soon, next week. And we have like from the half of the year, how our users just do and what trends just we have find. And everything is just built on the mathematical models, yeah, with the help of the algorithms. But still, we would like to upload the AI just for finding some trends, just for finding some updates in the case of like the CPC or budgets, in the case of like some categories, and how it will help the Amazon sellers to grow their businesses much better. Yeah.
I all of those things speak to me and tell me what you guys are seeking to build. But right, like with AI, when it comes to creating a system, creating a model that is able to leverage, quote unquote, machine learning or AI, there are a lot of people who will argue with me about the difference between those. But what is the team like on the whiteboard at Profit Whales, where you're creating your plan for AI to solve? What is like the core thing that Amazon doesn't give you that Profit Whales is able to give you using artificial intelligence?
Um, for right now, maybe it will be the time. I mean that for AI, like for the goods AI, we need more time and more data and more Amazon sellers for getting like all these indicators in one place. Because if we don't have it like for right now, we just still working on it, and we couldn't like change our algorithms in this way. That's why for right now, the AI, it's like the question of time in how fast we will grow like for the next, for example, months, yeah, and like all the half of the year or next year, and then we will upload it. We will just find like the new way how to correctly work with these data, because it's like too important for us, just to provide people with a right decisions in a case of like these big data, and then provide the AI with a right understanding on how to move, how changes to do, like, and how to create it, So yeah, it's like the beginning and the fundamentals of our thinking in this way.
And does your tool help with optimization on the detail page level, like, or do you have consultants that will tell people, brands that you manage,
Mhm.
hey, maybe you should consider using a lifestyle photo, or maybe you should try a coupon? Does the software do that, or is it mostly for PPC?
So the no, it's kind of the software do the only optimization. So the software do the all things in the case of like the PPC advertising that you have inside of your Amazon seller account. But our specialists could provide you with all these recommendations, and it's kind of that help us to improve, because our Profitwales is divided on two parts. Like we have like a secret agency when we just select clients who would like who we want to work with, and we just start to generate with them like a crazy goals for the next year or half on the year, how to like the change the situation of the market or inside of the niche, and how to do it like correctly, and also we have like the software where it's like the people could just log in and do all needed stuff.
So the vision is pretty clear. Vitali, you seem, first of all, you're young like me. You seem to know quite a bit about the big data side of things, and you have a good grasp on mathematical models. Um, both of which stress me out and stress most people out, trying to figure out all these analytics. And there are people who are listening who might not care, but there are lots of people who are like deep into this data and they know how frustrating it is. Vitalii was telling me that he has a core philosophy just about this optimistic life approach that he takes in his business. And I'd love for you to just kind of share some of your insights on how you guys are able to get stuff done. How are you able to manage, growing this business, and what kind of practices you would tell everybody to bring into their lives to make this whole business Amazon advertising thing just more fun and more fulfilling. I feel like you've got some good thoughts on that.
Yeah, we have like a really young team for right now. I mean that it's really help us to inspire when we find the first like examples when we help people. I mean it's really cool when you help the Amazon sellers and then you see that they become like a millionaires in the kind of like in the US and you see, whoo, cool
Yeah,
guys. We
looks
could do
good.
it, We could like change the world of these people, and that is amazing because we just do this stuff in the case of like the PPC or the Amazon support, and you just see like how all these feelings and how the people just change their lives. They just move to the US or something like that. They just create to make their dreams true, and that is cool. And after that, we understand that when you have a plan of actions and you have like a positive thinking in a kind of what we should do next, or if you have like some fails, it's like only the lessons, it's like the kind of that could help you to be stronger every time. You could improve yourself every day, and with when you speak like with the different people, you could share it and you could find out the feedback about it. It's like the correct vision or not, you could find out like around the world. And when you start to do it and you see that you do something good for people, for example for Amazon sellers, when you try to share your experience, you find out the feedback. And when you see like this positive feedback, you would like to share more and more. And that's why we just got it. We just got it because the young people could change the world in a good side and just help with our like knowledge in the case of like the marketing, with our knowledge in the case of like the algorithms of the Amazon, with our knowledge like around how to work in different niches, provide people with a good result inside. And when we see like these cases, it just impresses us, and after that we just go deeper and deeper and deeper, and here it is. It's like 3 years when we do it, and we have a lot of like the successful cases and like examples, of our clients. And now we have a lot of users who just go inside and, oh guys, you get like the all automation tool without any rules or something like that. That is amazing. And yeah, it's kind of that help us to move forward.
I think that's great. Now, when hard times come, and I think this is the thought that I had when you were telling me about this the first time. If you're fighting bad guys, right? If video games have taught me anything, if you're fighting the bad guys and you're fighting the big bad guys, you're probably headed in the right direction. You're a player in the plot, and it sounds like your team has the vision, and they're really looking at building something great.
Yeah, yeah, it's true, because I really don't think that we just kind of like fighting or something like that. It's not good because when you want to create something great, you don't have any competitors, or you don't have like a people who just wants to like beat you or something like that, because it's like the lessons for you every time. You just say for your competitor like, thank you, you got like this, because we just spend a lot of time for finding like these algorithms, like how you do work with it, and you just share this experience, and it's helps just to grow. Like it helps to grow like the all of us, because when you just create something and you just sit here like in Ukraine, in Kiev, like we are, and then you see that it's changing some of the big accounts or big brands, and try to help them to move forward, and more people, for example, get their goods or something like that. You just amazed, because that is cool. And every time when you just find like the bad guys, something like that, okay, it's kind of the feedback from you. Thank you for this, and we will look forward for like another feedbacks. And thank you that we have like more positive feedbacks, not like the bad one.
to keep validating, to keep changing, to keep being lean with your business, especially during times like this. I think that's critically important. Now, Vitalii, how do I help everybody get in touch with you?
For example, you could use my LinkedIn or with the help of Vitalii Khyzhniak, you could just, for example, share the link or something like that.
I will.
Yeah, you could also find out the Profitwales, our website, and also to get our demo call, just to schedule it, of course. So it's really easy to do.
Totally free.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Vitalii, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much too.
To finish today's podcast, I want to share some final thoughts. For third-party sellers to be successful on Amazon, you've got to get reviews. We at BuyBox Experts are really big fans of the team over at eComEngine and its tools that help Amazon sellers simplify the process of soliciting reviews from customers who purchase their products. For more information, go to ecomengine.com. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for listening to the BuyBox Experts podcast. Be sure to click subscribe, check us out on the web, and we'll see you next time.